Hello friends, welcome to a new watercolor tutorial. In today's video, we will be learning how to practice and understand some of the very basic watercolor fundamentals. We will be playful, we will be doing a lot of wet on wet practices, and we will see how we can create imaginative paintings by being very playful and learning watercolors. Okay, so if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and press the bell notification. I will be releasing more such basics videos going forward. So without further ado, let us go for the video. All right, let's now play and learn some watercolor fundamentals. So we will be very playful here. We will not be very conscious about how it is going to turn out, and we will make it loose, we will make it playful, and we will try to be imaginative, right? So we don't start with a proper plan. We will try to make it more imaginative, and above all, most importantly, we will be ready to fail. So once you are practicing and learning watercolors, we should be ready to fail. That is my personal view. All right, so we will be playful, we will be imaginative, we will try to take decisions on the fly, and we will be ready to accept mistakes, and we will be ready to fail, throw it off, and pick up another new piece of paper if required, right? That is the mentality. Now this is a small piece of paper. We are practicing, we are learning, we are ready to throw it off. So I wanted to do it on a small piece of paper. So this is slightly less than A4 size. So it is 1/8 of a sheet. Okay, half of a quarter sheet, 1/8 of a sheet. I am using an handmade cold pressed watercolor paper, 300 GSM. Any cold pressed 100% cotton watercolor paper should be good enough, and I prefer cold pressed paper because we can work better with wet on wet on cold pressed paper, and 300 GSM can accept reasonable amount of water. I didn't stretch it, so yeah, that is about the paper. I am keeping the paper at an angle. It's slightly tilted. It's about maybe 30 degrees slant, and I have taped it at the four edges, right? And regarding the color, I will try to use just a single color, and I will just try to use Paynes gray. I have squeezed out Paynes gray. It's a kind of a bluish gray. I'll be trying to use those. So mainly the idea is to get some play with tones, okay? And we'll be using a lot of water. And regarding the brushes, I'm planning to use a mop brush. This is Escoda Ultimo number 14 mop brush. Any mop brush should be good enough. I'm using for some details, I will be using a round brush. I'm using Escoda Prado number 8 brush, and I might use some liner or long bristle brushes for some details. I may not use this at all, depending upon how it turns out. I may use, right? And if required, I might use some touch of white watercolors if required. So I am not planning to use, but if needed, I might pick up some watercolor whites. I will tell that. If at all I am using, I'll tell that, right? And apart from that, I have a sponge to unload excess water, right? So let us go for the play, right? So what I am planning to do is we are playing with water, and we are playing with color. So we are playing with water. Let us wet it. Let us wet this. Maybe I am just wetting it until the maybe top 2/3 of it, okay? And let us keep this dry, okay? I'm thinking that we will make some loose wet on wet sky sort of thing, and we will decide what is to be done for the land portion of it. So I'm making it wet. I'm thoroughly wetting it. Let it soak for some time. Okay, a couple of seconds, maybe 10 second, 15 second, 10 to 15 seconds. Let it soak and let it accept some water. And now what I'm doing is I'm making a little bit of a wash of Paynes gray. Okay, fast. Okay, I'm thoroughly mixing it. There is no thick pigment trapped in the bristles, and go. Okay, let it flow down and let it merge. So there was some pigment trapped in the brush, so you're getting some thick patches. All right, now this is the sky. Okay, it's a thick sky. I mean thick in the sense it's a dark sky, and let us take some thicker pigment. Okay, I'm taking some thicker pigment and I'm just using the tip of the brush, and let us make some sort of a distant foliage, some sort of a distant stuff. Okay, these could be some distant kind of land, and that gives now I'm thinking what to do next. Okay, so we have to work out, decide on some ideas. If I'm thinking that okay, let us make some more darker clouds. Okay, little thicker pigment, and let it also merge. Okay, let it merge. Okay, we are just playing. Okay, just let it merge, and if needed I'll be just rotating it upside down, or I'll be trying to just control the flow a little bit. Okay, keeping it upside down, keeping it little, rotating the paper all around, and let us keep it back. Okay, so now this seems to be good. I feel for balancing it we can have some more clouds at this area, so let us have some clouds around this area also, so that there is some kind of a balancing that is happening. Okay, all right, let it smudge and let it dry. Okay, this area looks little more white, so I'm cleaning my brush and trying to just get some sort of lighter color here. Yeah, I think that is fine. And now what about the land portion, land part of it? What I am thinking is maybe we could just use the big the mop brush and take little thicker pigment. Okay, just some thicker pigment, and let us just mark some land. Okay, this could be just some land. Okay, and now I am wetting this area, and making some closer lines, little thicker pigment. So this is just an idea. Okay, so why these things are, why I took these decisions, I really do not know, It is just an impulse. I thought this could be a good good composition. Okay, I'm putting my hands in my water, having some having some water on my finger, and I'm just splashing it on the ground area to create some texture. Okay, you can protect if you want. You can protect the sky area. You can keep something and protect the sky area and sprinkle some water. Okay, splash some water. Right, now that gives good amount of texture here, and if required you can take a brush with water and just drop in make some marks. Okay, some textures here and there. Right, I think we are pretty much done for this, and now I feel we can have some element of interest, and for that I am taking again Prussian blue, and I am taking a round brush. Okay, and let us make some sort of boat or something. Let us make a boat here, probably boat, and I think you all know the basic shape of a boat. We are not making it very complex. Okay, we are not making it very complex. It's a very small basic shape of a boat, and a boat here. There could be another boat here, another boat, okay. These are just some boat shapes. Okay, I think they are reading pretty good. Now let us use some thicker pigment, a round brush, and let us make some kind of figures here. Okay, and figures here, maybe some figure, and making figures are not very complex. It needs some skill, and we will learn in future tutorials. We will learn more about making figures. Okay, and there could be some sort of reflection, etc. for the boat. Okay, I think we are pretty much done with this exercise. We are just playing with it. Okay, don't worry too much about all these details. Okay, now once it is fully dry, maybe we can make some additional elements. Now we'll stop at this point, and we will try to create some sort of some vertical element once this is dry. This is still very wet. Okay, so if you have any questions, comments, please do let me know, and we will have a lot of these kind of simple practices going forward. I'll come out with lot of such practices. We will use some other color, we will use more than one color, we may use 2 colors, 3 colors, and we will come out with even more complex ideas, so that we can learn it. So the learning is it's a continuous process. We need to do a lot of practices, and we need to understand the medium wet. We need to understand why this spreading is happening, why it is happening like this, why the spread happened here, why the textures looks like this at this particular point. All those things we need to learn and understand. Okay, so I think we are pretty much done with this. I really don't. I was thinking initially to make something vertical here, but it is, I don't know whether it is really required. It is still wet, but I will just try to make some kind of vertical elements here. Very quick kind of. I'm using some thick pigment and making something here. Yeah. Okay, I think these are good enough. We will I will just sign it and we can finish it. Okay, it's a very simple basic watercolor exercise, and you be very playful. Don't worry of making mistakes. Okay, mistakes are bound to happen, so you have to experience making mistakes. You have to experience failures, then only we will learn. Okay, we have to take decisions. Our proportions, our figures might go wrong, our boards might go wrong, our decision may be wrong, but by making wrong decision only we'll be able to judge what is going to work, what is going to fail. Okay, so please do the practice. Please take your own calls, make your own decisions for all these elements, and learn watercolors. If you have any questions, please do let me know. And finally, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, and there are a lot of videos that are going to come, and you will be having a lot of informative things in future videos. Okay, so please subscribe, and please also let me know if you have any questions or if you have any suggestions for future course contents or future video contents. Please do let me know in terms of comments, and if you have any questions, once again I'll be more than happy to get back with my answers. Okay, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for being with me, and hope you have learned something from today's tutorial. Please do practice, please be ready to fail, and the more you practice, the more you are willing to take risk, and willing to throw away, willing to fail. The more you will be learning. Okay, so hopefully we will meet you soon in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye bye.